Make sure this is running. There we go. Yeah, we're running. Okay. I hope everyone's doing good today, that everybody's having that middle of the week moment. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. If you're working, you're halfway through the work week. If you're not working, you're just halfway through the week of whatever you normally do. There you go. Hey, Mr. Don. I see you just jumped on. So today we're going to do senior strength, and I'm starting to kind of put things together in this program that we've been going over since we started. So the last couple of startups, we've gone over technique for squat, okay, safely sitting and standing up in a chair. We've gone over the row. We've covered the overhead press. I know that I've done some bicep curls. So today in senior strength, we're kind of put it all together, okay? We're gonna be doing some squats, some rows, some overhead presses, and we're gonna start connecting all of that together. It's the parts of like starting to pick grocery bags up, okay? That's that squat, picking the grocery bags up. Taking something out of the oven, putting it up in the tray, taking your dishes out of the dishwasher, putting them away overhead. You're in your closet, you need something from that top shelf, and you're pulling it down. Okay, just those different things. You're at the grocery store, you have to get something up off a top shelf. You need to get something off a low shelf. So that's kind of what we're putting together with the squat and the row and the overhead press and the bicep curls. These are all movements that when combined together turn into lifting, putting stuff overhead, taking something down off of a shelf, pulling something out of the oven or a drawer, picking up a box, whatever it is, taking stuff out of your car, out of the trunk of the car, all of that. The row comes into play when you're doing garden work and you're pulling weeds, okay? So what if you're starting to kind of catch the cohesive blend of the program is we do these individual exercises, we condition the body with them, then we start to connect them together. And in order for us to be able to do these movements in our day-to-day life activities, senior strength comes in play. If we can do this with heavier weights, that means that when we go to lift something that is only 1, maybe 2 pounds or so, our bodies are strong enough in the active motion and movements when they're all connected together to be able to do that daily activity, okay? So that is what the senior program is about. It is about putting all of this stuff together: strength, flexibility, range of motion, stability, all of that, putting it together so that you can pick items up and feel safe doing it and having the stability and balance to do that. So with that being said, we're gonna jump right in, because I think everything that we have today I've already gone over in some of our past classes. Hey, Kaka. I want to say morning so bad, but it's good afternoon instead. So what you're gonna need, I'm moving into my house. So like some of my weights are split between the two houses. So today I don't have actual dumbbells for my bicep curled overhead press. So I'm gonna use my Gatorade water bottles. And because I also don't have a dumbbell and I don't have a grocery bag put together right now to be able to row with, I'm gonna be using a plate, a 10-pound plate, okay? See how it has like the holes in it right there? So that's what I'll be using today, because that's what I have here at my mom's house. So let me turn on a little music. I like to always start, not always, but I'm more of a fan of starting our warm-up in the chair. And that's not just because it's a senior program and focusing on seniors. It's because I just honestly like the difference that it does with my muscles sitting and then moving up. Lower impact, it's a warm up. So I actually do enjoy starting these in a seated position. I've actually been starting doing some of this stuff with my athletes in chairs or on a box in the seated position, doing some of that stretching, because I found that I'm getting a better range of motion in certain muscles and muscle groups using the chair. So I've actually been using it not just on seniors, I've been using it on people of all ages. So I'm gonna put some music on here back in my ear. It helps me to actually keep a beat going. So if you're not seated, please get seated. Remember, the only thing that I need you to change is that if you're a taller person, and I've been kind of gearing towards, if you're about 5'9" or above, I want you to find a higher chair. Whether it is a bar stool chair, like that goes up against a bar, it's a little bit higher, a higher chair or stool of some sort. If you're taller, I want you to start using a higher chair because I want your knees to be at least level. Tall people, they sit in the chairs at the gym and their knees are up here, and then it ends up limiting your range of motion. So if you have something that's a little bit higher up, please go ahead and grab that. And then we're just gonna start by marching in place. And even seated, I still want everybody moving those arms through the shoulder, back and forth, not marching this way, but moving them that way, okay? So from here, I just want you to tap forward, tap forward. Now as we're tapping forward, I just want you to think about giving somebody a high five in front of you. 2 reasons for this. One, it's starting to get my core, my shoulders warmed up, but arthritis is about, it limits your range of motion a lot too. So instead of just punching and touching, I want to start working on the movement of our joints. So if you can high five me, that would be great. Just think about giving me a high five to the computer. Now we're gonna do a high five across. Across. That means that I'm turning. If you can't reach, you can just kind of sit here, but you're just wanting to turn from your abs, not reaching over and slapping. That's why I say if you can high five across this way outside of that other shoulder, just make sure you're twisting back and forth. Nice. All right, deep breath in. Exhale, come down and grab that chair. We're gonna slide in and out. If you are on a rug, you're gonna kind of have to do like a baby tap. If you can't slide it, I just don't want it dragging across the floor. So you need to actually use your legs to lift a little bit. This is dramatic. But this is kind of what it looks like. You have to pick it up so it's not resting on the floor and it's not dragging. 10 to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, so we're holding on. 4, 5. And it's just a nice smooth movement. Remember, you may only be going here because this is your range of motion, right? You may not be all the way out here. I understand. Now we're going to do the rainbow taps, which means you're going to tap to the outside and tap back in, and we're going to alternate from leg to leg. So you're going to go out, in, left, out, in, right, out, in, left, out, in, right, out, in, left, out, in, one more, out, in, left, out, in. Nice. Okay, so I want you to now lean back in the chair, lean back that way. You're gonna take and kind of grab underneath or behind. Some people, if you need to, if you can't reach under here, you can kind of grab your pants leg and just pull towards you. Another thing that's good would be if you kind of maybe keep a towel with you from here on out. Let me go grab a hand towel real quick. Can I have a hand towel? Oh, okay. I got a kitchen towel. You're just gonna put it here and pull. It allows you to be able to control that if you can't reach forward and grab and pull up, okay? Close that down. If you're using the towel, that's fine, you can drop it, but go ahead and grab that knee and pull it to your chest. Nice. Roll that ankle 3 times to the left and back 3 times to the right. Then you're gonna point towards the ground, pull towards the sky. Point towards the ground, pull towards the sky, point towards the ground, and pull. If at this point you can reach your toe, you can grab that and pull a little bit. If not, then just keep pulling right there, that's fine. And then relax that down. Sorry, grab a towel. So if you need a towel, so if you need to lean over, that's fine. And where is it? It's behind my knee, okay? And then you're gonna lean back so you can straighten that leg and just pull towards you. So don't pull yourself down towards it. I want you to lean back and try and pull that leg towards you. Nice, and close it in. And if this is easier, this is an option also, but I really like this if you can open it. All right, drop that towel, grab that knee and hug. Roll 3 times to the left and 3 times to the right. When I started this, y'all, I legitimately could not, you're gonna point and pull 3 times. I could not get my left foot to roll to the left without like thinking about it. Now it just happens. Grab that toe, pull it up if you can, and relax that down. Just take that towel and hang it back there for a moment. Deep breath up, and you're going to lock your hands together and rock them back and forth because we're going to warm those shoulders up, warm that shoulder joint because we're going to be using them. Nice. And this time, disconnect, come back here. If you can grab your chair, that's good. If you can grab your hands, whatever feels good, but I want you to open that chest and push the shoulders back and relax and round. Open and press the chest forward, chin high, and relax and round. One more good time like that. Open that chest, press those shoulders back. If you're holding to the chair, that's fine too. And then round and relax. Come up and give me 3 of those outer nose shoulder rolls, outer shoulder shrugs. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stand up. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. If you need to hold on, you have the option from the side of the chair or always putting the chair in front of you, okay? But I want you to start with a fast march here. So if you have to hold on, notice I'm still moving this other arm as I'm holding on. But this time, I want to keep that arm open. Instead of my elbow bent, I want to keep it open, and I'm just going to keep slowly swinging through. If not, you can work on this if that works for you. Now, high knee march. Pulling that knee as close to the chest as you can. That means you're stepping as high as you possibly can. You can stay connected. It helps with balance if you keep your hands straight when you're trying to high knee march versus going here. You really have to use more obliques. So this is about just warming up because we're going to use the shoulders and the hips for the things that we're about to do. Okay, at this point, if you need to, you would switch arms and go here to that side, nice and fast. The rest of you, we're gonna get set, and you're gonna go side to side and warm up those hips on the inside and outside, warming up those obliques. What do I mean? If you can put your hands right here, like on where your waist is, and feel your muscles, feel what your abs are doing when you're moving side to side. You should actually feel them catching you from going over on one side. Like if I go here, I feel it on that side, and then it has to activate to help me move back and forth. So when I tell y'all the abs are one of the most important parts of the body to work, they are involved in every movement that you do. I do this, my abs are involved. I do this, my abs are doing something. I'm doing forward or sideways. If you can actually start feeling what your core is doing during those activities, then you kind of can understand better what you're doing the work for. So let's stretch the quad. Why? Because we always stretch the quads. We stretch as much as possible because it doesn't do us any good if we have big, pretty muscles, but they're not functional muscles. You need to be able to have that range of motion. Ease that down, step out nice and wide, deep breath in. At the top, give me those butterflies. Bring that body down, reach out towards me, tickle the screen, or give me some caterpillars. Name of the game is keep the legs as straight as you can. So if you can only go here, and then they start to bend, then you're only going here. The whole point is we're trying to stretch those hamstrings, the glutes, and that back. Bend the knees, hands on the knees, come up and roll, toe heel it in. That means if you have to do a single toe heel or if you're at the point where you can toe heel, that's great. Take that left leg, cross it over the right, and you're just gonna reach forward for me and sit back here. Please, whether you are a senior or not and you have great stability, don't do this. Right now I'm stretching. I don't want you to happen to balance and go everywhere. Hold on to the chair and reach forward and watch. You'll be able to get a much deeper stretch. Bend the knees, come up, uncross, side to side step, not cross it over the feet. Side to side step to the other side, right foot to right butt cheek. And once again, if you can't, grab the foot, stick your finger inside your shoe, grab your pant leg. Watch this. Oh, the towel! It does all kinds of stuff. All you need is a kitchen towel or other towel. Stepping out nice and wide. Deep breath in. Butterflies at the top. Come down. Reach out to me. And then try to tickle the screen. People think I'm crazy when I do this, or I call them caterpillars. But the whole point about it is that if you have arthritis, I know it sounds crazy and it hurts to move your joints in the knees. Hands on the knees, roll up. Heel toe it in. I know it sounds crazy because it hurts to move the joints, but believe it or not, the more you move the joints, the better it is for arthritis. Reaching forward, sticking the butt backwards. All you're really doing is just bending over, okay? But I can bend over this way. See how I'm staying straight and I'm reaching for the ground? Or I can use my arm for counterbalance, putting this weight out here. It's gonna allow my butt to go back there. And then I feel all kinds of different things happening and pulling over there. In a good way. Bend those knees, come up, uncross that foot, shake it out. And shake it out. Okay. We're on our feet. So we're gonna do a standing set. The standing set is gonna go squat. You should know the versions of this. But whether you're sitting in a chair or you're standing up, I really, on Senior Strength, want you to start focusing on taking the time and try to do this stuff standing versus sitting and standing, okay? Because it works the muscles in a different way. So today, let's focus on doing a standing squat together. Then we're gonna do the row, and then we'll do a bicep curl to overhead press, okay? Because I know I usually do this sitting down, but the thing is that we're usually standing when we're doing stuff like that. So we need to start getting stable on our feet using this motion up here. So I want to start with a squat and kind of go back where I was on Monday. And I know most people can sit and move and do squats with their feet this far apart, right? Why? Because people don't do this very often. The thing is that I need you strong out here also, because there will come a time that you need this part of your muscles to do some work, okay? So I want you to go a little more outside of your comfort zone. If you're willing to go there with me, go really far outside your comfort zone, which means that you're going outside of your shoulders with your feet, okay? I want everyone to use the chair forward right now because I really want to focus on how to get your butt back. And see how look at my toes. When I shift my butt back, my toes come off the floor. A little trick I do when I'm lifting is I actually curl my toes up in my shoes, and my weight can't go anywhere except for the heel of my foot, which is where you want your weight when you're sitting and standing up, okay? When it's in my toes, look what it does to me. And my heels, why is your butt so much bigger than the front of your body? Because this is a whole lot of muscle back here so that it can carry that weight, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go butt back, sit in a chair, because there should be, you're not really sitting in a chair, but you're imagining as a chair back here, and we're gonna come up, and I need to get my hips back underneath my body. Y'all see that? I love that I can use the video for this. I'm gonna get my weight away from my butt, back here. Now this is engaged, and I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna come up, and when I get up here, I'm not gonna stop until I get my weight back underneath me. Don't go this way, but having the chair in front of you is gonna prevent you most of the time from wanting to hip forward all the way, okay? We're gonna go with 10 of those, and we're gonna go on a slow count. So we're gonna go sit back, and we're gonna come down, 2, pause, up, 2, hips under, back, sit, 2, hold, up, 2, forward, back, sit, 2, hold, up, 2, hips underneath me, that's 3, butt back, sit, 2, forward, that's 4. Butt back, sit, 2, hold, up, 2, hips forward. Now, on this back half, I want you to, when you come up, I want you to, hang on a second, somebody's here to pick something up. Okay. Sorry. Had to give my little girl's daddy her ear medicine. So what I want you to do is, in these next 5, let's keep our weight back here. Let's keep our butt back, and we'll just sit and come up without the hips going forward. And this time, so our starting in a position is get your butt back. Now let's go down, 2, hold, up, 2, pause here, no hips forward. Down, 2, hold, up, 2, that's 2. See where my hips are? They're staying back. Down, 2, hold, up, 2, keep it here. Down, 2, hold. Now you should feel the muscles really doing some work because they're staying engaged the whole time. Last time, 1, 2, hold, up, 2, get your hips under you. Our feet are wide apart, so what do you think the best thing to do right here is? Let's go to a side-to-side step. Let's go to a side-to-side step. We're in that side-to-side step. Now, let's go into that march. There you go. Nice. I have a way of tricking everybody. It's not tricking, I have a way of flowing sometimes into other things that people are like, oh, look at that. I get kind of fancy. All right, we're going for the row next. So you're going to need your chair, and you're going to need your weight that you're going to row. Whatever that weight is that you're going to row, okay? So catch my breath for a second. Everybody, if you need to take a sip of water, remember, hydrate. Your body needs 3 major things to live. It needs oxygen, sugar, and water. It needs hydration. A lot of our problems, especially as we age, we just don't get super thirsty because we're not doing tons of activity, so we don't realize you need to hydrate, okay? Your body needs that fluid, especially when you're lifting heavy weights. All right, I'm gonna grab my plate. If you have a dumbbell, get a dumbbell. If you have a bottle of water, grab your bottle of water. And I'm actually gonna start on my left arm today. And I was going over this actually with 3 clients right before this. I'm right-handed, so obviously I naturally want to start things with my right hand, okay? My right leg, all of that stuff, because that's my dominant hand, right? Well, the problem is that what if I'm lifting too heavy? I'm lifting not too heavy, but I'm lifting really heavy. It takes a lot of extra energy, and I will do that on that right arm, and then if I move into my left arm too fast, I get to like 6 out of 10 reps, and I'm tired already because I burned up my energy. Not my muscle strength, but my actual energy. Say hey to mom. So we're gonna start on the left arm. Unless you are a lefty. If you're a southpaw or you're left-handed with your righting anyway, then I want you to start your reps on your right side, okay? So weight in hand. Okay. So we're coming down. We went over this technique on Monday, okay? My feet are open wide. Why? Why are my feet open wide? Why? Because look how much safer I am here than when I'm trying to do this, okay? So my feet are open. They're outside of my hips. Y'all starting to catch on why I'm telling you to open your legs up a lot? Okay. Remember, I don't want you hanging down here. Just because this can touch the floor doesn't mean it should. I want to get that flat back, okay? Some of the weight is actually in my right hand, and I'm gonna pull through my elbow. I'm just gonna pull my elbow straight up, and then I'm gonna come down. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down, 5. Stop here for a second. Now we're gonna change the game a little bit, okay? I want you to take your palm and I want you to face it that way. Now, here's what happens. I'm still pulling through my elbow. Y'all can see that from this angle. Now watch what happens when I turn around. Watch my elbow. Oh, it's not here. I'm letting it go out to the side. When you do that and let that elbow come up that way, it's working the shoulder in a different way. So we're gonna do 5 of these. Letting that elbow come out to the side. Here we go. Up, down, 1. Up, down, 2. Up, down, 3. Up, down, 4. Up, down, 5. We're not quite done. We have one more hand position. Take that palm, and I want you to turn it all the way around so it's facing in front of you. Now, this elbow is going to do pretty much what that first neutral palm does. It's going to raise my rib cage, okay? Which means it's going straight up and staying in tight, okay? This is working more of the tricep now. 5 reps here. Here we go. Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3. Notice how my shoulder's staying up. 4, that means that I'm not letting it come down to here. Up, down, 5. That's a little heavy, it's 10 pounds, so I'm gonna put my weight down first, or my other safety is to let it go down. And then I come up, right? So then I'm gonna march in place. Nice. From this march, I'm gonna work on my coordination. Where do I gotta go? I gotta go to the other side of the chair because I gotta work this right arm. So I'm actually gonna come forward. Now my weight is there, so I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. And I'm gonna sidestep in a march. What that means is I'm not dragging my feet. I wanna see you pick, I can't see you, but I want you to pick your feet up. Then you're gonna march backwards, picking those feet up off the ground. Nice. And this is where we need to be. So now we're going to do the row from this side. So if your weight is on the ground, I'm going to get down here first. Here's my stabilizers. They're outside of my hips. I'm going to use this for stability as I come down here. And I'm not going to stay up here with legs straight. See how my knees are bent a little bit? I'm actually going to do what? I'm going to squat down to pick the weight up. I'm using my legs, not reaching through my shoulder and using my back to yank that thing off the ground, okay? Get the shoulder in the capsule, nice flat back. We're doing the neutral palm, which means if I was clapping, my palm is facing my body, okay? So it should be facing the chair. Elbow comes across the ribs for 5. Here we go. Up, down, 1. Up, down, 2. What should you do with your head if you're not looking at the camera with me? Up, down, 4. If you can, up, down, stop right here. That's 5. If you can, you're going to want to look up and pick your chin up a little bit, or just definitely don't look here. I don't want your chin tucked in, okay? So I want you to be level. And the way I do that is I look at something just over there on the floor, about 4 feet in front of me, to keep my chin up, okay? So what are we doing? Palm facing behind us. Pointing that way. Where's my elbow going? Out to the side as I row up. You should feel this under your shoulder blade. Here we go. Up, down, 1. Up, down, 2. Don't roll and then down and roll over, right? All I'm doing is pulling my elbow down, 3. I'm just pulling that elbow and I'm letting it settle back down, 4. Pulling that elbow, letting it relax at 5. Stop here. We're going to take that palm, turn it all the way in front of us. Now we're going back across the rib cage, okay? And we're going to work the triceps a little bit. Here we go. Up, down, 1. Up, down, 2. Up, down, 3. Up, down, 4. Last one. Up, down, 5. I'm going to put this on my chair right now because it's easier for me to bend my knees and come up. I'm going to roll that and shake my shoulders. This time I'm going to do a modified jumping jack. That means I'm going to go side to side and I'm going to move my arms back and forth this way, not up, because see how I'm standing up? See the row? Do you see the row? In my shoulder blade, I want to speed up a little bit here and just open and close. Notice I'm not doing this with straight arms. That's a lot of trauma as the weight comes around and it pulls my arm back and it hurts the front of my shoulder. It actually pulls on the muscles in the front of my shoulder. So I bend my elbows a little bit and I move. I use my elbows to move instead of my hands. You should feel that in the shoulder blade where you just used the muscles to do that row. And this is gonna help kind of break up any of that lactic acid or soreness that you would feel the next 2 days for recovery, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Shake it. All right, grab a sip of water because we're gonna move on to the bicep curl to overhead press. And you're gonna need your dumbbells or dumbbell alternatives, okay? Woo. Sip of agua. I got on here, I can say hello too. Hey, Randy, James, Amber. Hi, Amber, Mike, Amy. Amy Anson, you better be doing this workout and not just watching the video while you're just hanging out doing something else. Stephanie, oh my gosh, hi. And Randall, hey, y'all. And then there's all bunch of people. I know, y'all, there's more people on here that I can't see, so if I don't say hello, please comment later on, and then I can friend request, and then I can see you as I'm going through the videos. I'm going to move my heavier weight over here for the next movement, and we're going to do the next one is going to be a bicep curl to overhead press. So if you're using like your phone or a computer or something and you can like see yourself in it, that's better. If not, I'm going to show you something and I want you to think about feeling if you're rocking or if you're actually standing. Let me back up a little bit. Here we go. What I'm going to do is hammer fist, which means I'm going to keep my hands towards me like I'm clapping, okay, the whole time. So I'm going to go here, right, on my bicep curl, and then all I'm going to do is, where's the sky? Right above me, and I'm going to punch it, right? So you're going to punch the sky, bring it back down, and uncurl. So you're going to have 4 movements. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So what do I want you to pay attention to? If I'm standing sideways, so we're going for 10 of these, is I want to see, or you want to see how I'm standing straight up. What I look for to make sure you're not doing if I'm working with someone in person is this. Y'all see how I hip forward and shift my weight back? Or when I see bicep curls, I see this. And then people go up and they come down. So what I want you to do is to make sure that you have your hips underneath you and you're standing straight up. I try to think about like squeezing my elbows to my ribs and I just curl up, okay? If you have to fling it to get it up, the weight's too heavy, you need to go down in the weight, okay? Because you're wanting to actually use the muscles. You start doing this, first of all, you're turning an overhead press now into a chest press, totally different muscle group, okay, that we're trying to work. And the other thing is you're now taking whatever extra weight you have here and you are flinging and using momentum to fling the extra weight. All right, cool. So you're not getting a whole lot of work out of your muscles, but what's happening to your body when that weight catches up and you got to catch it? Okay? So I want you, the way that you truly get strength is to be able to curl the weight that you have. So we're going for 10. So here we go. Up, punch, return, 1. So up, punch, rack, return. So we're going to go curl, punch, rack, return. That's 3. Curl, punch, taking your time, rack, return. 4. Curl, punch, rack, return. That's 5. Curl, keep those shoulder blades squeezed together. Rack, return. 6. So curl, punch, rack. See how my elbows are under my hands? Return. 7. Curl, punch, rack, return. That's 8. Curl, punch, rack, return. That's 9. Last one. Punch, rack, return. Nice. Go ahead and set your weights down. And you're gonna want to go ahead and easy march and just kind of swing those shoulders back and forth a little bit. Relaxed hands, just letting those shoulders move, but don't have that rounded back. We're trying to fix that posture and stuff. So chest up, chin up, squeeze your shoulder blades. Make sure you're feeling that shoulder as you're kind of walking, right? And of course, if you need to hold on to something, please do. Please do. Or stand still and just move your arms back and forth. This is really about, you can still get your heart rate up this way and flush the shoulders. Nice. All right. Good news. That was set one. Now we get to move on to set number two. Remember where we started? With the squats? Cool. We're going back to the squats. But I hope that you remember, and if not, I'll go over as we're doing it. Is that I want you to hold the chair, and once these hips go back, they don't come back up underneath us again until we're ready to end the squat set. Don't want to come inside. Okay, so here we go. Everybody grab your chair. And I want you to sit your butt back. 2 seconds down with a pause. 2 seconds up. Here we go. Drop. 2. Pause. Up. 2. That's 1. Drop. 2. Pause. Up. 2. That's 2. Drop. 2. Pause. Up. 2. 3. Drop. 2. Pause. Up. 2. 4. Sit. 2. Pause. Up. 2. Was it 6? 2. Pause. Up. 2. Pause. Sit. 2. Pause. Doggy. Up. 2. Pause. Sit. 2. Pause. Up. 2. Pause. One more. Sit. 2. Pause. Up. 2. Hips under me. Go ahead and side to side step here. Nice. Now bring it to a march. There we go. Nice. And if you need to hold on to the chair, that's fine too, because we're going to go stepping out side to side again. Bring it back to a march. Nice. Bring that down. We'll go into the row. Get your weight. Mine's over here, so I'm going to grab a sip of water and my weight. I'm reading stuff. Okay? Grab your weight. We're going for the row. We're starting on the weaker arm, the less dominant arm. I'm right-handed. That's my strong arm. That's my dominant arm. So I'm going to start on left. If you're a lefty, please start your reps on your right side. So, how do you advance up from here? What if the weight's not heavy enough? You want to get more of a challenge out of it. If you have the stability, close your feet in a little bit, or I would say feet out, don't use the chair. Like the chair should be here, okay? But you don't have to use it. So if you just want it here for balance, that's fine. But you can turn to the side with your feet open and work there. So you're gonna feel the shoulder capsule doing a lot, but you're also gonna feel your back doing a lot to strengthen and hold the weight too. So for the rest of everybody, you're here, you're on the box. We're doing neutral palm, which means if I were to clap, that's where my palm is facing, inside of my body. If you're wanting to do an advancement, you're here, and you're going to turn your palm to me. So here we go. Up, down, 1. Up, down, 2. Up, down, 3. Up, down, 4. Up, down, 5. Stop here. Take that palm turn it backwards. So if you are doing the advanced movement, you should see that elbow coming out to the side still, just like if you're holding on or you're balancing on the chair, okay? So up, down, 1, up, down, 2, advance, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down, 5. Pause here, take that palm and turn it towards me. See how you can see my palm like I would give you a high 5 or a low 5 from here? Now my elbow's going straight back across those ribs again. Here we go. Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, advanced, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down, 5. If you're advanced and you want to be safe, you would come down here, grab that weight, bend those knees, and come up together, and then set your weight down. All right? What are we doing? Actually, go back, go side to side, and go this way. Now, you can take 2 steps to the right. Stay right here. Take 1 more double step to the right. That should put you on the other side of your chair. Nice. Stop. Shake it out. Walk up and get set. So I'm going to do this set. Not advanced. I'm going to do it on the chair so you can actually see what I was doing before too. I'm going to go ahead and get set. I've got my neutral palm, clapping hands. We're going to pull that right arm. Right, here we go. Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down, pause right here, turn that palm behind me like I was giving somebody, swatting somebody behind me. Elbow's gonna come out to the side. Here we go. Up, down, 1, up, down, 2. Take your time. 3. So that means don't be cranking like this. And if you are, weight's too light. Not seeing your strength if it is. 4, up, down, 5. Take that palm, turn it forward as if you're gonna give someone a high 5 in front of you. Here we go, elbow across the ribs. Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, last 1, up, down, 4, 5. Sorry, grab that weight, come up. I'm gonna move it over here, but I just want you to go behind your chair and we're gonna do modified jumping jacks. Using those elbows, side to side step, at least 30 seconds. Believe it or not, this actually makes me sweat. Like these workouts, senior strength, yes, it's geared towards seniors, but anyone can do the program. You just adjust the weight to your needs. So if you have somebody that's like, oh, I want to do a good workout program, they're put together for a reason this way. Everybody needs these movements and motions. And you can just tell them they just get heavier weights. Heavier weights. And break. Guess what I'm going to say? Oh, what are we doing? What do we do during break time? Hydrate. Please hydrate. This is this is the end of my first one. No. This is the end of my second one for today, actually. In all fairness, I've been up for a while. The other dog wants to come inside now. So, go ahead. You're going to need your dumbbells. We're going bicep curl to overhead press. Bicep curl to overhead press. Right? I got my first session. All right, here we go. You're gonna remember it's a hammer fist, so that means my palms are staying clapping When I curl them up, guess where they're facing? If I was clapping. When they go overhead, guess where they're facing? If I was clapping. When they go to rack, clap position, right? So you're staying at clap position the whole time. So here we go. Curl, punch, rack, return. That's one. Curl, punch, rack, return. Two. Curl, punch, rack, return. Three. Curl, punch, rack, return. Four. Curl, chest up, punch, rack, chin up, return. Four. Curl, punch, rack. Five. Curl, punch, rack. Six. Curl, punch, rack. Seven. Curl, punch, rack. Eight. Curl, punch, rack. Nine. Last one. Curl, don't rock, punch, rack. 10. Go ahead and set those weights down. And you're going to do toy soldier march. And and don't just swing them like you're raising them and lowering them on purpose. Okay, and look, that may be here. If your control range is here, not everybody has this range of motion like I do. I'm aware of that, so I try to take that into consideration. And remember, if you have to hold on to a chair, please do, which means you would do one side about 5 times, and then you would switch, hold that chair, and do it 5 times on the other side, okay? And then just alternate like that. Trying to break all that craziness up in the arms. Nice. All right. Grab some water and get ready to do some work from the chair. To the back. So I started, I think on my core burnout, we did straight leg, and then we did cross leg flutter kicks, single leg flutter kicks. All right, so we are gonna do those when we do the core today. We're also gonna do crunch, which everyone should be familiar with. And I'm gonna throw one more on the chair from standing position for the butt and the legs, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're going to grab the chair. Probably easier if you're facing this so that you can hold the chair this way. I just grab the chair like that, which means my weight is on this part of my hand and I'm holding the chair like this, okay? Those of you who feel more comfortable putting your hands down on the chair in the middle for stability is fine also. Okay, so what we're gonna do is leg raises. I'm gonna aim this down so you can see my feet because it's actually the important part. So what you're gonna see is, see how I'm gonna point here? My knee is not gonna be straight. It's gonna be soft, and I'm either holding the chair or my hands are on the weight. But you want to have some of your weight in your hands and some in this foot. So you want to ration it out, which means you shouldn't just be able to stand here like this, but you're not way over here where you can lay your head down. Okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise this up, not way overhead. I'm just raising this foot as high as I can, pausing, and then lowering it back to the ground. But I'm not going to put my weight on it when it comes down. I'm just bringing it back to a point. So what it's going to look like is up, hold, down, pause. Up, hold, down, pause. Okay? So that's how we're going to do it. 10 on one leg. Crunchy, crunch it. Do some work on our core. Come back and do the other leg. Here we go. Up, hold, down, pause. Up, hold, down, 2. And this is like a 2 seconds, so it's gonna look like this. Up, hold, down, down. That's 3. Up, hold, down, down is 4. Up, hold, down, down is 5. Up, hold, down, down, 6. Up, hold, down, down, 7, up, hold, down, 8, up, hold, down, 9, up, hold, down, 10. Walk your feet up first, bend the knees, and roll up. Nice. You're right here. Go ahead and safely sit in that chair. So we just kicked this right leg backwards. Now let's kick it forward, okay? So leaning back in the chair, holding on, or if you feel better with your hand over here, if you're going to do so, please point your palms up or towards me. This hand is going to come straight up and it's going to reach straight for that other leg, okay? So here we go. Up, hold, down, 1. So up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4. I know some of you are only going to be able to touch your knee. You're not going to be able to hit everything I can. 5, 6, up, down, 7, up, down, 8, up, down, 9, last one, up, down, 10. Now we're going to switch sides. This chair is so deep, it actually aggravates my back, so let me find a better position. All right, so my foot should go to the ground, but right now this chair is a little too deep for me, so you're going to see my foot floating, but normally it would be on the floor. When I put it on the floor, it's arching my back and hurting it. So I'm going to scoot in, and I'm going to hold my hand up. I'm going to go this way. Here we go. Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, chin up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down, 5, up, down, 6, up, down, 7, up, down, 8, up, down, 9, up, down, 10. We're already back here on the chair. Why don't we go ahead and come up and crunch. So when I do this, I'm going to pinch my earlobes. I'm going to come off the chair and twist my shoulder towards my knee, not my elbow. I'm twisting my shoulder towards my knee, coming back down and down, okay? So here we go. Up, twist, down, that's 1. Up, untwist, down to the chair is 2. Up, untwist, down to the chair is 3. Up, twist, down, 4. So you're going to become twist into it, open, back to the chair is 5, twist, open, down to the chair is 6, twist, open, back to the chair is 7, twist, open, back to the chair is 8. Now if you can make that open to the chair connected, that's 9, up, and that's 10. Nice. Other side, here we go. Up, down, 1. Twist in, twist out, back to the chair, 2. Twist in, twist out, back to the chair, 3. Twist in, twist out, back to the chair, 4. Now, what do I do if I can't come off the chair? Just come up and twist as much as you can. Just picking that shoulder up and driving it towards that knee. Or you can try and touch the outside of that knee. And a big thing is I'm still coming off the chair. I'm just not, my whole body's not, but I'm starting to get my core strong enough that I can at least roll and pick my shoulder up and go that way, okay? 2 more, up, down, up, down. Nice, nice. Sit up and stretch them out. We got 1 more core movement, and then we're gonna finish kicking on the other leg whenever we get up, okay? So this is gonna be that star cross. So this foot's out here, and I'm actually going to turn my foot out a little bit because I'm going to use the inside of my thigh more so than kicking straight up and using the top of the hip flexor. I'm going to use the inside of the thigh. This chair is so, I'm going to turn it this way. Here we go. Got it. Here we go. Up, down, up, 2, and I'm staying connected to the chair. 3, because I'm using the inside of my thigh to lift. 4. And you may not come up that high. 5, you may just be over here, reaching for it. 6, you may be here just getting up and down. That's 7. Up and down, that's 8. That's fine. Just do what you can. 9, 10. Switch to the other side. I have to kind of like cat corner this because If not, the chair is too deep and it's hurting my back. See, I have to modify my equipment at home. Here we go. Up, down, 1. Up, down, 2. Up, down, 3. Up, down, 4. Remember, it may just look like this. 5, and you may just be here. Okay, that's fine too. Do what you can. That's 6. That's 7. You should feel your stomach doing the work. That's 8. 9. One more good one. 10. Nice. Go ahead and come up. Rock them and lock them and rock them. Back and forth. All right, let's come up to our feet. This time we're going to do those 10 leg raises for the glutes and the lower back. On that right leg, right? So I'm going to kick the counter. Hang on, let me come up a little bit. All right, there it is. All right, here we go. Remember, my toe is pointed, so don't bring it back to here, and don't do this. It's out here, and I'm actually like resting my toe on the ground, okay? If your knee is locked, you're going to feel a little bit of trauma in there, so don't lock the knee. You want it to be soft, okay? So here we go. Raise, hold, down, down. Raise, hold, down, down. Raise, hold, down, down. 3. Raise, hold, down, down. 4. Raise, hold, down, down. 5. Raise, hold, down, down. Notice I'm saying, keep going, hold, down, down, raise and not kick, because I'll show you what happens when people kick. 2 more. This is what people do when they kick. They throw it up. I don't want you to do that. I want you to raise it as high as you can. Down, down, that's 8. Raise it, down, down, that's 9. Raise, down, down, that's 10. Now step through. Bend the knees and round up. I want y'all to go ahead and give me 3, I don't know, shrugs. Keep going so I can fix the camera for stretching. Oh, there we go, nice. While we're already up, go ahead. Look at that. Y'all see how I have to bend over to get this? A lot of people do. And that's totally fine. If you have your towel and you want to wrap it around, and then I grab it right there, stand up, and you can pull it with you. Okay? Remember, some of you are going to be out here, some of you out here. The most important thing is I don't want this hip rounding out over here. Pull that hip in and pull that quad up. That foot to your butt. High chest, high chin. Get nice and straight and stiff on that right arm. We're going to raise it for 4 seconds. Raise, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Lower slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let that out. Cross it right over. Come sit back and reach for me like you're trying to hold my hand or tickle the screen. Pull that back to you. Uncross. Step out wide. Deep breath in. Butterflies at the top. Come dive down. Reach out towards me. Tickle the screen. Name of the game is keep those legs as straight as you can. If you have to hold on to the chair, that's fine. Bend those knees or grab the chair. Come on up. Roll those shoulders. I don't know, shoulders. Heel toe it or toe heel it in. Side to side step to the other side of the chair. All right. Right foot to right butt cheek. Get that arm out. Notice how it's not loose on me. I actually have a straight arm. That's with that high chest and high chin, and this is locked in here. That's where my balance comes from, okay? Slowly. Up, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Lower. Slowly to the chair. Nice and slow. We let that leg come down. It's straight. Crosses over. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to reach out towards the chair over here. Towards the screen. What's up? What's up? Like, hey, what's up? I'm going to pull back in and come on straight. I'm going to uncross this leg, step out wide. Take a deep breath. Butterfly it out. Follow that body down. I'm gonna reach out in front of me. And I'm gonna tickle the screen. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Then I'm gonna bend my knees, hands on my knees, and I'm gonna come up nice and slow and around those shoulders, back to those out of nose shoulders again. Then I'm gonna heel toe or toe heel it in. Nice. Now I'm gonna deep breath in, and I'm going to dive in. So that is fingertip to fingertip, back to fingernail, back to fingernail, back to finger, back to hand, back to hand. And I'm gonna come up reverse the other way. Starting here, shoulder height. I'm gonna breaststroke out. Let me move this so y'all can see this better. Breaststroke out, I'm gonna open my palms, and I'm gonna open my arms all the way. Ooh, they're different. I'll go to this one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, turn the volume down. So as my hands are open, I'm gonna turn my palms around. Then I'm gonna turn back up this way. Then I'm going up and together. Then I'm gonna swan dive in. And I'm gonna praying hands back to chest. Now at about chest height, or what I call nipple height, nipple level, you're gonna stay there. Hands come out, palms open. So now see how my hands are lower than my shoulders? Getting even. Now I'm gonna turn the music down, so I'm gonna rotate my palms down. And then I'm gonna rotate my palms back up. I'm gonna come back up to that steeple swan dive in. Come back to those praying hands. This time we're doing belly button height. So I'm gonna breaststroke out, keeping my palms as high as my belly button. Open my palms. And then I'm gonna open this way and really push forward in that chest. Extend it out here, stay in that position. I'm just gonna rotate my palms. I say turn the music down. And I say take care of that. Now turn the music up. Come up nice and high. Swan dive in. Come back. And you are done for the day. Great job. Y'all did a great job today. Super exciting. Super, super exciting. I'm glad everybody stayed with me through the workout. Hope you enjoyed it today. Okay, so tomorrow we have Line Dance Live with Catherine, which I'm loving these classes. It's so much fun. I like to do it with my kids. It's totally really fun. And then on Friday, we're going to have senior stretch and flow. I think that's Amber this week too. She's doing a great job. Great job. And next week, I'm trying to think what I'm going to address next week. But I'm going to cover something next week, something that goes along with pulling it together. I'll probably go to lunges and deadlifts for the legs, which is going to be coming together with how do I get down safely on the ground and get up safely off the ground. So I think I'll probably bring those deadlifts in, combine them in with the lunges next week and sumos and kind of pull all that together. So join me back on Monday for senior startup for next week. Please come back and try Line Dancing Live, yes, tomorrow with Catherine. Definitely, look, y'all, the best way to, like, rest, recover, rehab, and refresh your brain for the end of the week going into that weekend is that senior stretch and flow. It's amazing. I love it. And I'm not a yoga person, but the way that Amber does that stretch and flow, it just really kind of calms my brain down, too. So that's a big deal for someone like me. All right, so y'all go out and have a great day. Thank you for filling my love cup. So go out now and fill somebody else's.